Welcome to Revelation Unraveled. I'm your host, William Tapley, also known as the third eagle of the apocalypse and the co-prophet of the end times. As you know, a few days ago, I posted a video on the near crash of an airplane in Raleigh, North Carolina. Like so many others this year, this plane had 153 passengers on board. Satan has been attacking the number 153 all this year because 153 is the number of Hail Marys in a complete three-mystery rosary. Yesterday, a YouTuber who goes by the user handle of Tornid commented on this video, and he pointed out to me that the horrific helicopter small plane crash over the Hudson River 2 days ago was also a 153 plane crash. I had not noticed this before. He said that the local news media reported that there was one pilot on the helicopter, 5 passengers on the helicopter, and 3 people on the airplane. Yet again, another 153 number. He also pointed out to me the amazing coincidence, if you can call them coincidences, that the U.S. air flight that went down over the Hudson back in February, in which everyone was saved, contained also 153 passengers along with the pilot and the co-pilot. This means there have been a total of at least 6 incidents involving airplanes and the number 153 just this year. You may think this is just a coincidence, but the odds against this happening are at least 1 trillion to 1. Satan is attacking Mary's rosary and the number 153 because he knows that his end is short. He knows that it is prophesied way back in Genesis 3:15 that Mary and her seed will crush the head of the serpent. Of course, I realize that most of you in my audience are not Catholic. In the book of Revelation, St. John refers to the raptured Protestants as prophets. That's because Protestants are much more interested in end times prophecy than Catholics are. St. John refers to the protected Catholics as saints, and certainly Catholics are much more interested in saints and tradition than Protestants. St. John saw this division within Christianity 2,000 years ago. But I'm here to tell you today that we must not let the Blessed Virgin Mary be a source of division between Christians. Even Martin Luther had a tremendous respect for Mary. You need to understand that the Rosary is not just a Catholic prayer. If we are going to defeat Satan in these end times, and maybe even hold off World War III, the solution is Mary's Rosary. Satan is attacking these airplanes because the number 153 is associated with them. As I said, 153 is the number of Hail Marys in a complete rosary. It is also the number of fish which Peter caught in the miraculous draught of fishes. It is a biblical number. I would hope by now that everyone should realize that an enemy of Satan is your friend. Satan hates the Blessed Virgin Mary. I don't know how many more incidents we are going to have with plane crashes with 153 people on board, but I am beginning to advise people not to take any flights. Even the helicopter small plane collision was a 153 incident. And I specifically want to thank Tornid for pointing this out to me. In conclusion, the way to fight Satan is to fight back with the weapon he hates the most. I have pointed out many times on this program that when David defeated Goliath, he used 5 smooth pebbles. Those 5 smooth pebbles signify the rosary in the end times. In the book of Esther, when Haman is hanged, they use a 50-cubit length rope. Esther prefigures the Blessed Virgin Mary. Haman prefigures the Antichrist. If we are to prevent any more of these tragic plane crashes, we must take up our weapon against Satan, and that is Mary's Rosary. And if you would like more information, simply write to the address you see on your screen.